Hello, 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 bonjour.
Bonjour.
And ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special treat for you today on the HammondCast show on KYOU Radio in San Francisco. I'm in New York City with a good friend of mine who is a wonderful musician. He's here playing as part of the Django Reinhardt Festival at the Birdland Jazz Club. One of my favorite all-time accordion players. He's here from France with us today. It's LUDOVIC BEIER. How are you, Ludovic? Ça va?
I'm good, thank you, John. Ça va bien.
Good. It's great to see you here, and I really enjoyed your show. And for those of you who know a little bit about accordion, it happens that in San Francisco, the official instrument of San Francisco is the accordion. It was declared by the mayor, you know? So we're broadcasting in San Francisco and around the world. And most of us Americans, we play the piano type accordion. But you're a virtuoso on the chromatic accordion, which is all buttons. And it's a really fantastic instrument. Can you tell us a little bit about how you came to this instrument and what are your influences?
Okay, first my father was accordion player, so when I started to play some music, I start with organ, and my father asked me, do you want to learn music? I say, yes, of course. He said, do you want to learn organ, piano, or accordion? I said, maybe accordion like you. It was very easy because we already had one instrument at home, so I started to play button type accordions in the age of 8. Mm-hmm. And my influence is very wide because, not wide. Oh, sometimes Django music is a little bit wide, but it's crazy. No, anyway, I think I grew up in the tradition of the French musette tradition. Musette, in France, accordion players start to play that kind of repertoire, which is very good to improve the technical skills. And after I met a lot of different musicians, from Gypsy musicians, with whom I can start playing some Django Reinhardt, some Gypsy string stuff. Mm-hmm. And also I played in some kind of rock band and alternative music band, so it's good also to have another view of the music. Ah. And also I did a lot of jazz music. I listened a lot to Chick Corea, Miles Davis, Charlie Parker.
Wow.
And of course Django Reinhardt. And
your influences are very wide, I must say. And I noticed the other night that besides playing acoustic accordion, you had some electronic sounds that were fantastic, and you used them very tasty. You didn't overuse them, but you used like a human voice sound, and that was very cool, you know, I dug it, you know. And these musicians that you're playing with, the program is really fantastic. This is an annual event, and it's produced by a wonderful producer here in New York, Pat Phillips, and her Strata Productions. And so this is becoming a tradition here at the Birdland Jazz Club, which is a very nice venue. And these musicians who joined you, I'm familiar with some of them. Andreas came from Sweden. It's the first time I met him. But some of your musicians come from a region in France that we call the French frontier, you know? And I know this area because sometimes I was playing around Forbach, which is where, is that where
yes, exactly.
Timbo is from?
Yes, Timbo and Samson Schmidt. They are living in Forbach, the eastern part of France, and they have a special spirit for the gypsies, because the gypsies, you have different kind of communities. Some gypsies live around the Paris area, and some in eastern part of France, and they are part of the eastern part. And the music also, the taste is different, it's original.
Right, I understand, d'accord, you know, and also there are some other well-known musicians in that style who came from there. Of course, Borelli Legrain, you know,
yes,
and he's very successful, incredible musician. And when I was living in Paris, I met another fine accordionist, Richard Galliano. So I'm sure that you and Richard, you know each other very well, right?
Not so well because we always missed each other because I play in the festival, he's playing in the festival, so we are not playing the same festival at the same time. Yeah. But on my last CD, also a recording in New York, I made a composition called Waltz for Richard. It was a song I dedicated for his job and the music and the good feeling he had about accordion, and to give to the accordion a very positive image regarding jazz music, and I made this tune and I recorded in New York. So
I would say that the two of you are like musical brothers, you know, because the first time I heard Richard, I was living in Paris, and I was in a very popular jazz club in the left bank that's called Au Duc de Lombard, you know, and Richard was playing there, and the musicians loved to play everything with him, bebop and the French songs too, you know. So you guys have taken the accordion into a new direction, really, you know. The problem with the accordion's reputation in USA is there used to be a television show called The Lawrence Welk Show, and it was a very popular show, and it was a fun show, but it was very straight, and it promoted the polka music. Okay. So if people see the accordion, they think immediately polka, but I know better because I've been involved in accordion my whole life, and it's a great instrument for jazz, you know. And you are taking it in many different directions. I want to congratulate you with your accomplishments. And also, you have a new CD that was recorded here in New York. Yes. I have it in my bag here somewhere, you know. And it was recorded in the Jazz Standard, right? Can you tell us a little bit about how that came to be?
Yes, we recorded this CD April or May. No, it was May 2007 with some friends. I met at Berlin during the Gypsy Festival also. And I had the great chance to invite some very good players. You have Romero Lubambo on guitar. You have the harpist Edmar Castaneda, who's an amazing player on the harp. I invite Joel Fram, saxophone player, very, very tasty and very, very good. And also we had Dominic Farinacci, trumpet players. And it was very, very a great adventure to perform with all all the guests.
Very nice. Well, here's the CD, ladies and gentlemen, and it comes with a very nice booklet. And I love this picture of you with the red glasses and matching accordion. It's really fantastic. You know, so I want to recommend that you pick it up. Is it on Apple iTunes?
Soon it will be released on Apple iTunes, and you can find the CD on Amazon.com on the internet.
Okay. And of course, like many musicians, Ludovic is on the famous MySpace. I want to inform everybody that his last name, Beier, is spelled B-E-I-E-R. And how can they find you on the internet, Ludovic?
It's very simple. I have my official website, which is ludovicbeier.com.
So all right.
Very simple.
Well, we're going to be playing your music on the HammondCast show. I want to say a very special thank you, merci beaucoup, for coming on our program, Ludovic, and for bringing your music to New York. New York and Paris are like sister cities, you know.
Yes, of course.
So I'm so happy to see that you recorded your album here in New York. It featured New York musicians, and we hope next time to see you in Paris.
Okay.
But before we get out of here, our station is called KYOU Radio in San Francisco. So what have you got to say to our listeners on KYOU, Ludovic?
Hi everybody, I hope to meet you soon on stage, maybe in California or in New York or in every place in the world. So keep updated about the show of John on KU Radio.